Well, back to Jig's Reviews. So today I'm not drinking, I'm not eating, and I'm not putting anything on my body. This is a talk about subscription. Just for the record, I haven't been given anything. This is something I've paid for at a cheaper rate, I will say, myself. So there's so many drinking subscriptions around nowadays, and sometimes a bit like, oh, do I bother? Is it worth it? And this is kind of me saying that sometimes they probably are quite worth it. I'd say probably about, it's got to be at least 15 years ago, I reckon. Maybe a bit later, but I reckon it is a good 15 years ago. I used Beer52. I had an offer come through, I can't remember why, it's a long time ago, and I thought I'd give that a go, and I think I had this for about 2 years straight. Loved it, loved what I got, loved the whole deal with it, and just kept it going. And then eventually I think I stopped. I think probably thought spending money, I was probably saving for something. I can't remember what was going on in my life back then. But recently I bought something off online and this came back up again. I was like, oh bloody hell, I ain't used that in ages. And I had a deal, I'll be honest with you, it was a just pay for the postage. I was like, why the hell not? Get a bunch of drink for the cost of the price of the postage. It's not a bad idea. So I did that. Once I finished, it gave me another offer. It said Whisky52, which I never heard of. I didn't realise they did whiskey as well. And I was like, oh, let's have a look at that. Also, just pay for the postage. So I thought, fuck it. And I did them both. So I have got a beer and I've got a whiskey package from Beer52 and Whisky52. And I thought I'd just share it with you what's in there, just in case something you're interested in, you weren't too sure who to use or what to use, and thought if you can see what's going on in there, you might think, well, that's a good idea, I might do that. So I'm not gaining anything out of this, apart from if it's something you might have thought of doing, then I'm helping you out by going, yeah, this is cool, have a look at all this. So yeah, 2 subscriptions. So whiskey, beer. The beer one, you can spend different prices on different amounts of beers that you get. So I think it's something like either 6, 8, 10, 12 beers a month, and you can choose whether having like lagers, basically ales, whatever, or you can have dark beers, like, you know, your stouts and stuff, or you can just have a mix, which is what I do. I don't have a mix because I do like a bit of everything, and they will send it out to you. And the thing I love about it is it'll be the most random stuff that you're not going to find on your shelf in shops. Like, it's not your everyday beers you get, so you are going to get a good mix of things that you've never had before. So I'm just going to show you what's in the box. If you're interested, go online. I mean, I can't tell you the exact price off the top of my head. Maybe I'll put a little thing here, but I'm just going to show you what you get in the box, just to see if it's something that interests you, basically. So like I said, I'm not getting paid or anything out of this. I'm just doing it just because I think it's a good idea, a bit of content, and it's, you know, might be something you're interested in. So why the hell not? And I've just got it, so I thought I'd share it with you. Simple as. So you get your box monthly. Inside you will get a book. So the book is called Ferment. And this will basically tell you everything. You know, there's a bit extra as well, you get editors, note stuff. It will tell you where the beers are from that you've got, and it will tell you all about the beers. So it's actually quite an interesting little book, to be fair. It's obviously it has all of them in there, so obviously you get, the more you have in a box, obviously you can get more beers. So there's gonna, I said something really basic and obvious there, but you know what I'm saying. It will tell you about all the beers in here. So if you've only got a 6 box, then obviously not all this information is going to be relevant, but it still might be a nice read or whatever have you. So yeah, it's quite a big book, to be fair, and quite a lot of effort goes into it, really. I think it's pretty good. I did used to read this back when I used to get this all the time back in the day. Like I said, I haven't had it for, I don't know, 13 years or so since I've last had it, but yeah. So there's your book, you get that in there. I remember getting one snack back in the day, maybe you get more snacks the bigger your box you get, but you get some little beer snacks in here. So in here we've got a Bombay mix, which I'm not pregnant, but I'll still eat it anyway, because I do like a bit of Bombay mix. And also some roasted corn kettles, barbecue flavour. You get crisps and that in there. They're normally then sort of snack sort of things, but yeah, They're quite nice. Things I haven't seen either of these brands before, so yeah. So I went for a 10 box. This has got I think it's box 10 anyway. Yeah, make sure I get my maths right. So I've got box 10, so I'll just quickly go through the beers that are in here. So we have got this one. This is Omnipolo Stout, 6%. We have got Jumping Brew Pale Ale, 4.5%. We have got a Hallo Gallo Helles, and this is a 4.8% simple grain build. Bang bang bang. I don't actually know what type of beer this is. Well, yeah, maybe Helles is the type. I don't know. I'm not a beer connoisseur. I just like beer. I can tell you what the different things are. So Dark Reef. This is a porter. This is 3.8%. And then into the final bottom part of the box. This is another porter. This is a 5.5%. We have got Yeasty Boys, in fact. So yeah, that doesn't sound very healthy. Anyway, Speed Day. This is a Pacific IPA, 5%. Another Yeasty Boys. This is Dark Matter. This is Earl Grey Black Ale. Interesting, 5%. We have got Unicorn, Tropical Unicorn Session IPA. This is 4.1%. This is Kaale's Worldwide New Zealand Pilsner, 4.8%. And finally, we have got Bureau Cheers. This is a Pale Ale, 3.4%. So yeah, they're the beers in this month's one. So I think that's pretty cool. Good selection of beers, ales, porters, stouts, whatever it is, snacks, and a book all about it. So I think that's pretty cool. Monthly, so obviously choose the amounts you have. I think I think a 10 box is around the 35 quid mark. I think. Don't quote me on that. And next off, obviously, cheers. Have a little sip. Ardbeg, if you're asking. Whisky52. So this is fairly new product to them. I think this is whiskey number 4 done. So obviously this has only been going for about 4 months or so. I think. I mean, don't quote me on that. They might not do it every month. I might be wrong. But yeah, it says number 4 on here. So that is what's going on. So also with this, you get a little book about it as well, called the Stramash. Yes, issue number 4. So I'm assuming this is only the 4th one. But yeah, this is obviously a full book going deep, real deep, on the whiskey in hand that's in here. Obviously it's their own styled little bottle with whatever dram they've got in here. So I mean, you know, it's quite a cool looking bottle. I've got a bottle like that, my little mini version of it. Obviously the one I got for Father's Day from what the whiskey blender they're called, aren't they? Whiskey blender, yeah. Nice little thing. Coming up to Christmas, you can get, you know, yeah. So this is the bottle I got in here, so for the Whisky52. So yeah, number 4 it says. So this is a bottle of Bladnoch. It's a 48%. This is a Lowlands Scotch whiskey. I've had a few bottles of this in my wish list on just at Amazon. I was just keeping like a little list of whiskies that I like and stuff and I want to try. I've never tried this before. It's been on my little list for a while, so I was pretty pleased when this turned up as the bottling I'm going to get. So I think this is £35 a month. This one, if you want to have this as a subscription every month. Obviously, you don't get to choose what it is. It comes, you know, they've decided the whiskey pre-hand. They send it to you, so you can keep your eyes closed and have a lovely surprise when it gets there. But yes, I'm very happy that this is the bottle list. This is the this is a single malt Scotch whiskey, and this is bourbon and sherry cask. So yeah, I am very chuffed with what I've got this month. I will drink myself into a stupor, I'm sure, which is nice.
Which was nice.
But yeah, I just thought I'd share this with you, basically. This is a case of something that you're be interested in. You just get to see what you get inside the packaging, and it might help you decide if it's something you want to do. So yeah, just being kind, basically. I'm just trying to be helpful. But yeah, I will be doing a video on this soon. Full review on the Bladnoch, let you know what my thoughts are. I'll leave this out now. Now I've done this video, I'm gonna chuck these boxes away because It's just a load of rubbish I don't need in the house. Yeah, recycling obviously. Don't anyone to hate me thinking I'm just chucking it in the bin. And how delicate people are. Right, yeah, I'll leave it there. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, possibly subscribe to these. Definitely subscribe to me, please. And hopefully I'll see you on another Jigs Reviews. Especially if you want to see what this tastes like. Tune in soon. Yeah, laters.